Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
The universe responds to positive people.
For gatecrashers Carly and Dresnay, positivity paid off.
I thought it was brilliant.
Then, Chloe and Kelly had a second chance to live up to their own hype.
It looks like something you'd eat at a five-star restaurant.
And while their star shone brighter,
Mind-blowing dish.
it wasn't enough to put them on top.
We're on the bottom of the leaderboard again. I don't think it's fair.
Tonight,
Our scientific approach is our secret weapon.
gatecrashers Josh and Danielle have a new formula for success.
Let's hope that we're the molecular masters.
1 part science
The menu is edible.
So cool.
and 2 parts invention.
We're pushing the envelope tonight with our flavour combinations.
Salmon, cinnamon, and vanilla.
But one team hopes their bold experiment fails.
I don't want to go home, so I hope they fail.
Fingers crossed something goes wrong for them.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life.
Tonight, we're in Geelong, Victoria for the third instant restaurant of the final round. Gatecrashers Josh and Danielle are planning to dazzle their guests with the magic of science.
We have something in this competition that no one else has, and that's science.
There you go.
Our style of cooking, a lot of it's got to do with research and experimenting.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love molecular gastronomy and I'm all about the science behind cooking. We like to play and experiment with food and we like creating new flavour combinations. These look nice, don't they?
He's definitely come up with a few rare combinations, olives and strawberries, banana and parsley. Thanks. But surprisingly, they are amazing.
More cream. I think of that food 24/7. Ready for the dirt?
Pile it in.
Cooking makes me happy and if I could cook for a living, that would mean everything to me. Yeah,
How's that?
perfect. Here we go. For dessert, we have a flower pot. We're salespeople, but we've quit our jobs to pursue this journey.
Our dream is to start a cafe or catering company, and we put everything on the line to pursue this dream.
There we go.
Come on, we need to move. As gatecrashers, we have to bring something unique to this competition, and our scientific approach is our secret weapon.
No one's really doing that sort of stuff. If you can create excitement while eating and people enjoy it. And
It's an overall experience.
By doing that, we'll get some good scores.
We really want to bring something additional to the table to show them that we're not here to muck around. Go, go.
I think Josh and Danielle are going to be serious competition here. They talk a lot about food, they know a lot about food, they critique the food quite well and quite harshly.
We'll check against our list first.
They are into molecular gastronomy, so there's a possibility we could be going down that path.
Move it, Josh.
And you've got to be unbelievable at it to be able to do it and then do it for 12 people.
Where are we going?
Next aisle across, we'll just go aisle by aisle. We're taking a bit of a risk tonight with our menu, given the flavour combinations that we're going to be putting on the plate. We need to go back and get the bacon. They may read the menu and think that this and this doesn't go together, but when they eat it, we really want them to be surprised. Streaky bacon. Streaky bacon. So this is obviously for the dessert. For dessert, we're making a banana parfait with maple syrup bacon.
Look, everyone likes banana. They might find it a bit weird that it's been paired with bacon.
We are hoping that the saltiness of the bacon will cut through the sweetness of the parfait.
Wow, what a menu. Parfait, as we know, is usually a frozen-style dessert. Bacon and maple syrup can work together. So the sweet and the salty can work, but for dessert, I'm not so sure.
I just want to get the parsley for the dessert. I just want to try something.
Parsley for the dessert?
Yes.
That's not on there. Josh can sometimes push the envelope too far.
I want to microwave fry it and use it as a garnish.
I love that he has all these wild ideas. Just go.
Banana and parsley have a strong affinity.
But now is not the time.
We'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, we won't put it on the
We do what we need to do
plate.
first, and then you can try those things later. Okay. Oh, he stresses me out. We've got to go and pick up the salmon still.
For main, we're making a sous vide salmon with a cinnamon biscuit, vanilla mayonnaise, and a pea and radish salad.
Salmon, cinnamon, and vanilla. Doesn't seem to really go together. I'm a little worried, scared, surprised. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Here, cinnamon, ground. One's enough.
We know that cinnamon and vanilla works well with seafood. How many vanilla pods?
8.
It's served quite commonly in a lot of restaurants. So this flavour combination is tried and tested.
Okay, we're getting there,
Cinnamon biscuit, That's my biggest concern. What is a cinnamon biscuit doing on a main course with salmon? Interesting.
Come on, let's go. Let's load it all up.
Josh has talked a lot at the dinner table, discussing techniques, so I'm expecting quite a lot from these guys.
I can't believe it's happening. Like, we watch this competition all the time, and I'm in it. We're in it. We're pushing the envelope tonight,
Get this happening.
but it's a competition. You have to take a risk. No risk, no glory. I'm puffed. We can't start cooking until 3 hours before the guests arrive.
We go to the restaurant.
So we need to get the instant restaurant set up so we can quickly get back in the kitchen by the time that clock starts. So I think this will tie well, just to sort of show that sciencey side of things.
Our restaurant's name is Alchemy because we like to match weird flavours.
Oh, looks cool.
And hopefully create a new alchemy of flavours.
We want our instant restaurant to be a magical journey for our guests. We've got the soil that we made.
The edible soil.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to people looking at this initially and thinking, why they got dirt on the table?
Yeah.
And then realising that it's edible. There's a little bit of fun for the guests. We're trying to incorporate the element of surprise. You can put the mint in and sort of have it growing out.
Yeah.
So we have the edible soil down the table. We have some edible menus as well. We also try and make these lickable paintings.
So it's supposed to taste like a sausage mixed
Chili sausage, because this is a painting of a fire. So when they lick it, it'll be hot, like a fire. I'm a scientist and Willy Wonka. Yeah, it's about making a whole dining experience.
Is it tasty?
Proof will be in the licking.
So long as it works. Oh, apron.
Oh, let's put them on.
Josh, that's
Thank
you. I've been waiting for my apron.
I know. It's official now, isn't it?
It is official. Tonight, we are hoping for all 10s. If I at least get 1 10, I'll be over the moon.
Welcome to J-Dog and Danielle's kitchen.
We feel confident in our cooking ability. We just hope that the menu's not too ambitious. Are you happy?
Will be when I get a 10.
The only way for Kelly and I to get off the bottom of the leaderboard is for Josh and Danielle to fail.
Yeah.
Don't mean that in a malicious way or a bad way, but I hope they fail. Yeah, fingers crossed something goes wrong for them.
So, Josh, I'm starting the dough for the gyozas.
Okay.
What are you doing at the moment?
I'm going to start on the oxtail.
For entree, we're making oxtail and mushroom gyoza with hazelnut and grape vinaigrette and apple sphere.
Gyoza is a Japanese dumpling, steamed and then fried. And an apple sphere, this is a type of molecular gastronomy where they basically take apple juice and put it into a solution so it forms a bubble. Seriously, looking at this menu, it's like a high-stakes poker game. I just hope they're not bluffing.
That clock is ticking.
It doesn't stop. So I'm just browning the oxtail.
Yep.
It's an underutilised piece of meat. I think it's full of fat, full of tough muscle.
A bit like you. What a tough muscle.
Full of muscle. I thought you were going to say full of fat. So when it's pressure cooked, it turns into the most delicious piece of meat.
While Josh is preparing the oxtail, I continue with the dough. Come feel this. It's becoming a bit more elastic. The dough is a massive component of this entree.
It feels good. We'll just let it rest.
It's just rolling it out. That's just going to take forever. I've put that to the side to rest for a little bit. Hopefully we can have enough time to roll it out before the guests arrive. An hour and 42 left on the clock.
Yeah, OK, we better hurry up.
Goes very quick.
The oxtail's in the pressure cooker, so I move on to the salmon for the main course. So I've just got to get these salmon into the sous vide bag.
Yep.
And vacuum seal it, hopefully ready for the main. What excites me the most about the main is using the sous vide technique.
Sous vide salmon is a modern technique that is cooking the salmon in a bag.
This is your favourite part, isn't it?
I know.
You really, really need to understand the technique. And if you don't, it's game over. But if you do, it's the best piece of fish you will ever have in your life.
Everything's nice and sealed. Well done.
Beautiful.
Well, I did it, but...
Actually, the machine did it. You just grabbed a piece of fish and put it in a bag.
Yeah.
So.
We got an hour and 4 left until the guests arrive, so we need to get that parfait in the
it needs
freezer.
to get in the freezer, and then I need to roll out the dough.
Yep.
Ideally, the parfait for the dessert tonight will need at least 3 hours to set, so I really want to get it into the freezer before the guests arrive. There's about 4 components to this in total before I can combine them and then get it in the freezer. I need to caramelise the bananas.
Butter it up. The more butter, the better.
Then I need to caramelise the hazelnuts. That smells delicious. I then form a meringue. Oh my God. Then I need to whip the cream. Okay, that's ready to go. The nuts are ready. Can you get... I need to blitz the nuts up.
Yeah,
And I need to pass the bananas through a sieve.
Got 18 minutes left. Do you think that's going to get in the freezer in time?
Okay, I'm only going to get this done. The dough is not going to get started before people get
Don't
here.
worry about the dough.
Prep time's nearly over, and this is really happening. People are going to be ringing the doorbell soon. Entree is the first thing we've got to serve, and I feel like I haven't really gotten onto that as much as I want to. We still have a lot to do. Time is starting to stress me out. Why don't we get changed and just do this when we come back?
We're going to have to.
Yep.
All right, let's go get changed.
I just have a feeling they're going to knock it out of the park with the
Feeling it in
entree.
your loincloth?
I'm feeling in my loincloth. Yeah.
Josh and Danielle seem to know a lot about food.
Really excited to see what they're going to produce tonight.
They're certainly quite vocal around the table. I think they're going to do really well.
I think Josh and Danielle are going to be serious competition here. They're competitive, they're going to go for it.
Well, relax. Hopefully they don't do too well.
Josh and Danielle failing is going to be our lifeline.
And I hope they do that tonight.
How much time we got left?
Well, clock's still going. We race back into the kitchen, and I really need to finish that dessert off and get it into the freezer before the guests arrive. But we can't push the banana mixture through the fine sieve.
You know what? I think we do. I think we
that?
sieve half of it and we leave half of it
With
whole,
some texture.
so it has some texture.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got 59 seconds. They're about to come. Quick, let's get it
We're
in.
just going to fold it all together.
Make sure you don't knock out all the air that we just incorporated.
You say that to me every time.
Ooh, how nice is this?
Nice garden.
There's some big pieces in there, though, Josh.
That's what you want. You want a difference.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
You happy with that?
It's fine. Yep, get in the freezer. 3, 2, 1. There's the doorbell.
Literally goes on time.
Here we go. They're here.
There they are.
Hello. Josh and Danielle look good at the door.
So nice to see you.
I suppose it shakes us up a bit because we're currently on top of the leaderboard and those guys just look like they're having a walk in the park.
Come in. Leading the guests into the instant restaurant. I just can't wait for them to see it. What is going to be their reaction?
Wow, this is amazing. Wow. As we walk into the instant restaurant, it looks amazing.
Oh, cute.
Yes. I think it's quirky. It's fun.
It's beautiful. There's a couple of paintings around which we're not quite sure about.
There's like plants in the middle.
My first impression of the instant restaurant, it's really quite boring. And then I see the name of the instant restaurant and it's Alchemy.
I have no idea what alchemy is.
Alchemy is the science of turning like lead into gold, changing the molecular structure of things.
Okay.
Oh, Chris, I think that's edible stuff.
So I sit down at the table and looking at the dirt, I think it has to be edible. There's no reason why you just put dirt on a table for no reason.
Yeah, it'd be pretty gross if you did.
I really think that's edible chocolate.
Can I try it?
Really?
It's not.
It's such a clever idea because they had the edible soil, which was like a chocolate crumb, and then they had little sprigs of mint. It tastes amazing.
I wonder if the alchemy signs.
Maybe the whole thing of that's edible.
It makes me excited that they are questioning everything in the room and they're intrigued to find out what it is.
That's not edible.
That's exactly what they should be doing because that's the sort of theme that we set up. We want the element of surprise and they certainly walk in and they seem surprised, so I think it's worked. Look, our restaurant's named Alchemy because we enjoy the molecular gastronomy side of things and I guess creating a new alchemy of flavours. So, all right,
Enjoy.
We'll get back to it.
Thank you.
So cool.
Molecular gastronomy.
Yeah, I've been trying to say that at the end of the night.
Don't look at me, I can't even say the word.
Go on, say it.
Molecular gastronomy. Molecular gastronomy. I can't say it. Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting things that we don't expect.
I think it's very interesting, very cool, however, tough. Very hard to get right.
Now I know it's sciencey. I think the plate's going to be something like the Jetsons. You know, ultra super modern, things that we've never seen before.
It's like something from the year 2000.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Welcome to the butcher.
This is really cool, isn't it? Hope they can't do it. It's going to be great or it's going to be bad, isn't it?
This is a worry because this sounds like it could be an absolute competition winner.
I'm going to prep the mushrooms for the entree.
Perfect. And
Do that.
I need to do that dough.
Okay. We have a lot of elements happening on this entree. There's a lot of things to do. If we get it all right, it should prove to the rest of the competition that we are a threat.
It's really important for us to come out with a really good dish to start with, to set the bar, so we impress them straight up.
Yeah.
I'm rolling out the dough for the gyoza, and I think it's hitting home just how long this may take. So we're serving 3, aren't we, per
We'll do
person?
3 per person.
So I need 36, which is going to take forever. We really should have got the dough done before the guests arrived.
It's enough for one person so far.
Oh, I know, that's one person. We've got 11 more to go.
I reckon those paintings are lickable.
I think they are.
Kelly and I noticed the paintings behind us and they seem a bit out of place, a bit abnormal to be there.
I know. And then, yeah.
And then over there.
I really
Should I
want to
do
try it.
Do I go up? Do I taste it? It looks hot, fiery. You can do it. I reckon I can do it.
Yeah, I told you.
Of course, Harry being Harry, he licks the one that's got the flames on it first. Well, that's a bright idea, isn't it?
What's spicy?
Oh, my mouth's on fire.
That's a spicy. Whoa, my tongue is on fire. Oh, yeah, I see. It's a picture of fire. My tongue's on fire.
Harry's willing to eat anything. I reckon he would have been one of those kids at school that ate glue.
Well, that's hot.
I want some.
That is really, really hot.
Josh and Danielle have decided to go with a molecular gastronomy-themed menu tonight.
Yeah, a little bit crazy, but it's something different that we haven't seen before. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think.
Ding dong.
The big rigs.
The big rigs. Pete and Manu are here.
Judges are here. Let's
Be calm, be relaxed.
Welcome. How are you?
Thank you, thank you.
I can't believe they're here. They're actually at our house.
Hello. Hello. Good evening.
I know everyone says this, but until you experience it for yourself, it's like, oh my God, they are here.
Welcome to our restaurant, Alchemy.
So, if you'd like to have a look at the menus.
Oh, they can't be edible, can they?
The menus are edible.
Ooh, the menu is edible. How do you get an edible menu? That is amazing.
I don't even know who thinks of that. These guys are in a whole nother league.
So for entree tonight, we have an oxtail and mushroom gyoza with a hazelnut and grape vinaigrette and apple spear.
Now, this is definitely not the sort of menu Harry and I would attempt.
No. For main, we have sous vide salmon with a cinnamon biscuit, vanilla mayonnaise, and a pea and radish salad.
Salmon and cinnamon with vanilla. That's not going to work.
And for dessert, we have banana parfait with a maple syrup bacon.
Looking at the menu, oh my gosh, if they can pull this off, it is going to be amazing. We have not seen a menu like this in the competition.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Carleen Tresnay, what are your thoughts about the menu?
I take my hat off and do a little dance around it. That's how impressed I am.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe they're, attempting this. Mum and I are both quite old school. There are flavours that work and combinations that work, and I think we tend to think that there's a reason they work. It is definitely a risky menu.
I actually am worried for them to try and pull off these techniques in the pressure situation that is the kitchen.
We never wish badly on anybody, and, if they do well, they do well.
I don't want to go home, so I hope they fail.
Cue the crickets.
I'm not meaning it in a bad way at all, but I'm sick of having to stress about our positions. So.
Chloe wants this bad. She's on the bottom of the ladder. She doesn't want to go home.
Great.
But it's a little bit uncomfortable.
You haven't taken the pressure out yet?
No, just
No.
push
It's time to check on the oxtail.
Oh, Josh, that smells beautiful.
it. Does it?
Yep, I can see that the meat is falling off the bone. It's exactly how we want it.
This meat's coming off really quick, like it's just gliding
Okay, great.
off. Oxtail is going in with the mushroom.
We really need to get the mixture complete to be able to fill the gyozas, but there's still so much dough to roll out.
Have you nearly got enough of these?
Almost halfway.
This is going to take forever, Josh. Rolling this dough, it just seems to be going on and on.
Give me a break so I
Yep,
can...
okay, no worries. And I'm just wondering if we're ever going to get there.
Absolutely love to get
So
a
would
10.
I. Let's hope this is a 10 dish.
That's why we've got to just take the time and make it as perfect as we can.
Yep.
I love oxtail and I love mushroom. I love all the flavours there, but the apple, yeah, maybe it's just a bit of showmanship rather than actual flavour combination.
By the looks of it, just trying to show off as many elements as they can and disregarding the fact that the flavours don't work. Yeah, I'm thinking try hards.
Do you think they've made their own gyoza dough?
Oh, I doubt it. I've had a crack at doing that and it's pretty tough to get right, especially for 12 people.
If they're making their own gyoza dough and, with all the elements that they got on the plate, I'm just thinking that they may have bitten off more than they can chew.
We need to get cracking now.
So I'm making these gyozas and there is a lot to get through, and the guests have been sitting out there for a little while already.
Probably been just over an hour since the guests arrived.
Plating up feels like it's forever away.
I need to start cooking these. I'm only going to steam them in there for a minute and fry them off.
I'm going to start the apple sear.
Beautiful.
So I'll just slice up these apples so we can juice them. It's time for the big moment, the moment where food meets science and we have to make the apple steers. Let's hope that we're the molecular masters.
Would be a nice title, wouldn't it?
It'd be a great title, so this has to work. These spheres can take a long time to make. It's time-consuming to measure everything out. If you point 1 of a gram out, it's not going to work. OK, I need 500 grams of juice, and then I'm going to mix it with sodium alginate.
Yep.
This needs to be so precise. I just need to relax and do it as slowly as possible.
It's lucky that they've got the edible dirt on the table, because I'm starving. Entree is taking forever.
Lucky there's dirt.
I've eaten so much dirt, I feel sick.
I think Harry's made a meal of his menu, so...
I have got a bit of the menu with a bit of the dirt.
Maybe they've spent more time making the menu edible and the soil rather than focusing on our entree.
I want my entree.
I'm saving my menu because I want to know what we're getting for dessert if we ever get there.
Is that working?
It tastes nice, I just need to get the right shape. What I'm going for with this apple sphere is a nicely formed bubble of apple juice so that when you cut into it, the liquid bursts from inside. Okay, I take my first spoonful of alginate mixture, I drop it in the calcium bath, and it just separates completely.
That doesn't look
That looks
as it should.
They're meant to come out in a ball. I'll do it once more. For Christ.
Oh, Josh.
This is getting frustrating and I'm getting annoyed with myself. Need to get these spheres on the plate. It's on the menu. People are expecting it. I'm not sure what's going on. So I just think about dumping them all together because it's just taking too long. I'm not happy with the spheres.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
I'm starting to feel sick. I've got to start eating it.
I'm starting to actually get sick from eating so much of that damn chocolate soil. I'm hoping the food comes out soon.
The methods would definitely be weighing or slowing them down, I think. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, and it is obviously maybe going wrong.
Why do we do a sphere?
Whose bright idea was it?
My first batch of apple spheres didn't work. They just keep falling apart. That one's gone. So I have to quickly start the mixture again.
Is that all right?
Yep. So let's hope this time it's incorporated fully. I need to get these spheres on the plate. This is showing our technique, it's just showing our cooking style, it's showing the things that we love to do. So I want to get this perfect. Okay. Moment of truth.
Okay.
Actually, this looks good. Look at this.
Oh, that is good.
That's the
Get one of those on every plate and I'll be happy.
Okay.
Yep, that looks good.
I'm excited that I persisted making the spheres. This one's perfect.
My gyozas are being little champions at the moment. They're working, thank goodness. They're getting beautiful and crispy. Time's ticking. We're under pressure. I mean, it's do or die right now.
Just make sure you don't hit it.
Okay.
Just be careful.
The last couple of other elements, we're just going to put small amounts of grape vinaigrette on top of the grapes.
They've been waiting a long time, Danielle.
Waiting too long
I
for
just
this.
hope that this dish is good enough for them to think, you know what, it was worth the wait.
We've plated up. I'm actually really happy with how the dish looks. Let's get it out. All right,
Okay,
let's
let's
go.
go.
Fingers crossed. Entree is served.
Given that we're gate crashers, I think it's important to come out with a bang. We want to prove that we're a threat in this competition, and that's why we're showing a lot of technique in this first dish.
Thank you.
This doesn't look modern. This looks like something like Granny would have cooked. You know, sweet little pasties or something.
Thank you. Thanks, Danielle. Thank you.
Must be I didn't make it. It was looking a bit sloppy.
We're looking at Pete Manu. We're in the dark at the moment. We have no idea whether they're going to love it or hate it.
I'm feeling anxious at this point more than anything.
Josh and Danielle for entree, oxala mushroom gyoza with hazelnut and grape vinaigrette and apple sphere. You managed to cook the oxtail really well. You managed to cook the mushrooms in there as well, really well. But what you put on the plate here doesn't work together.
It's really disappointing at this stage. It's deflating.
Yes, there's elements that are actually quite nice here, but together it's a bit of a train wreck.
There's nothing positive you can take out of a train wreck. That's a big fat, wow, I don't like this.
For you to go further in this competition, you might need to take a few steps back. I appreciate molecular gastronomy and stepping out of your comfort zone and pushing the boundaries, but let's get the basics right. What works together on the plate?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with Pete. You wanted to be creative, and then you put it, the grapes, and then the apple sphere, and then the dressing. All of that for me was just, it was a bit of show-off, but it just really didn't do anything to the dish.
Looking at your main course, the salmon with radish and pea salad, that sounds absolutely amazing. Just make sure that that cinnamon biscuit and the vanilla mayo work well before you serve it to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
What do you think?
I'm thinking that was a lot of work for...
Bad feedback.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pete and Manu have questioned the flavours in our entree. We know the flavour combinations in our main are risky, but this is what we're all about. This is our dream and we have to make it work.
But we need to get excited about the next dish and the dessert because they are good.
Crack on with the main, do a good job of it and try everything together and make sure it goes together okay.
Yep. Okay.
The flavours are wrong. The apple sphere just really doesn't bring anything to the dish.
I like the flavour of the oxtail, but it just needed more seasoning.
I really don't know about those grapes on the plate. I'm actually struggling to find something positive to say about them.
I don't think it's worth the wait. The gyoza, it's disappointing, but we eat it because we think we have a long, long wait till the main course.
1 down, 2 to go.
Fail 1, check. I don't know if I've eaten a different dish to you guys. I absolutely loved that.
I thought that the gyozas almost had like a naan bread kind of a texture.
Carly's somebody who just looks for the positives in everything.
If I could order them from a takeaway shop, I would have them every Sunday.
Taste buds are a magical thing.
Yeah.
We're onto the main, I'm onto the salmon, Josh is onto the cinnamon biscuit. Cinnamon and seafood are a great combination. We're really hoping that this flavour combination pays off. Instead of just putting some cinnamon powder onto the seafood, why not add another texture in a biscuit?
We just need to bring back our passion and love for food and hopefully that translates onto the plate.
I think the texture's pretty good.
Okay, can you form them into biscuits?
For the cinnamon biscuit, I don't want to have a big chunky biscuit sitting on the plate. I'm getting this as thin as I possibly can.
Great.
It's just to add some texture and some crunch. And as well, you know, we're showing another technique. Oh, squeaky old
Bad
thing.
sound, isn't it? The most important element of the main is the salmon. It needs to be cooked at 45, 46 degrees in a sous vide water bath.
This is going to be really interesting, having to hold this thermometer the whole time.
Yeah, the salmon's really important to get right because it's the main component of this dish. It's really important that I watch this temperature of the water bath like a hawk because if it goes over, the salmon's going to be overcooked.
I really like salmon, so I'm looking forward to the salmon. Hopefully it works for them.
I imagine it like the last dish. The components are probably going to be done very well, but they may not go well as a whole, in particular with the cinnamon biscuit.
After the entree, I was suddenly going, oh no, what are they going to do?
Cinnamon and salmon, it's just the thought of them together kind of makes me cringe a little bit.
Yuck! That's all kinds of wrong.
We'll wait and see. You can never tell with this competition.
Josh and Danielle failing is going to be our lifeline. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. It should be interesting. But if it is bad, then maybe I'll just take advantage of that a little bit.
At the moment, it's going to survival, and Chloe really wants to stay.
For main, we're making a sous vide salmon with cinnamon biscuit, vanilla mayonnaise and pea and radish salad.
It was not the start we wanted with our entree, but hopefully we can come back with a good main.
It's time to start the mayonnaise.
Yeah, we need to get the mayonnaise perfect.
Yep.
Let's make the measurements accurate.
Okay, as we all know, making our own mayonnaise, it takes a lot of whisking. I think I'm the perfect woman for the job. We'll add the white wine vinegar.
With the vanilla
after
seeds,
this,
yeah.
And then we'll add the vanilla, and I think we've got to be careful with the vanilla. We can't have the vanilla overpower. Vanilla and mayonnaise, beautiful combination. A lot of people probably haven't had it before, but hopefully this blows people's socks off. Risk.
Quick, have a look at these. What do you think? Get them out, let them cool?
I think pull them out, let them cool,
Yeah,
and
they
should crisp
yeah,
up when they come out. I can tell they're nice and golden in colour. They look like they've got some crunch, and they will crisp up even more.
Oh, that's hot.
My biggest concern with this salmon is overcooking it. I don't want to leave it in the water too long, and I don't want the temperature to go too high. I only have one salmon to spare, so I only have one chance to pull it out and test it.
Test it
now. When I pull it out, I want it to be medium rare, nice and pink in the middle and falling apart. That's perfect.
Pretty good, yeah. Does that skin just peel off? Oh, it does too. Okay,
Yes,
awesome.
that's great.
That is awesome.
This salmon is the star of this main dish, and now that I know that it's cooked perfectly, my confidence has risen and I'm feeling extremely good about this dish.
We're on a roll. Try it, taste it.
Perfect.
I like it. It's gotten that meaty texture.
We taste everything as a whole. We get a piece of salmon, we eat it with some mayonnaise, we have a little bit of biscuit with it as well.
That biscuit with the salmon.
It works extremely well, doesn't it?
We're really happy at this point. I can see Josh is happy. The confidence is back up.
I'm expecting this dish to be a flop. Even the thought of it makes me want to shudder.
I think Chloe and Kelly are quietly happy right now.
We're doing a little happy dance.
She's flirting with me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm flirting with her as well.
I'm swooning.
That's what she said.
Harry's a cutie.
She likes younger men.
I do. Oh, how quickly Harry forgets Bianca.
He's forgotten the schoolgirls already.
Just write your room number on a piece of paper, slide it over.
We really need a positive to come out of this dish. Is that okay like this?
Yep. Rock and roll.
It's a salad as well. Given the feedback that we got from the entree, we really need something to lift our spirits and bring us back up. And at the end of the day, we want and we need a really good score. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I look at the main and there's vanilla everywhere. No, I'm turned off straight away.
I'm like, yeah, let's get into it. Like, I want to know what it's like. Why didn't I think of vanilla mayonnaise? Thank you.
The biscuit is totally out of place on this plate.
Just hanging out near the salmon.
How do you eat it? Do you put the salmon on the biscuit? I don't know.
Can't tell a lot at this stage. Manu has taken a couple of bites of salmon and he's looked up, but whether that's a positive or negative, it's so hard to tell. Boy, we've got a lot riding on this.
Josh and Daniel for main course, sous vide salmon with radish and pea salad, cinnamon biscuits and vanilla mayonnaise. My restaurant works with sous vide only. I think it's the best technique. You've cooked the salmon to perfection.
That's a relief.
Now for the negatives. The vanilla mayonnaise. Adding a mayonnaise with a fish that is already quite fatty. I thank God I had this salad there because I could come back to that salad to cut that fat of my mouth.
I think if you had had a piece of salmon, that pea, radish, cucumber salad with a beautiful dressing, maybe with some fresh herbs through there, that, done perfectly, would have given you 10 points. The 5 things that you put onto this plate didn't go well together. But the biggest complaint I've got is the cinnamon biscuit. The cinnamon was just a really strange ingredient to put on the plate.
It's heartbreaking to hear the judges slam our flavour combinations. Sorry. I feel like our dreams are being smashed. After everything we've worked for and sacrificed, it feels as though our future is being ripped away from us.
I can't handle it. I feel so bad for her. I feel bad too.
They're tough kids. They're tough.
You've got one more course to go. Make sure that you are 100% happy with the next course, okay?
Yep.
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I think everybody feels sorry for them, except for maybe Kelly. Kelly and Chloe are like looking like they're slightly relieved.
Yeah. Getting a bit excited. We might not be at the bottom of the leaderboard.
We might be safe. We might be safe.
I thought we were. I thought we were getting somewhere to start at.
If we can pull off a brilliant dessert, then we've got a chance of still being in this competition.
We've got to keep going. I want to give them a good dessert and I'll be happy. So.
Stop crying because you'll make me cry.
Okay, sorry, okay.
Just stop crying.
I first start with my salmon. It's juicy, it's cooked perfectly.
Get rid of the mayonnaise, it's horrible.
Ooh.
There's a bit of a sound orchestra going on over here.
It's pretty evident, without even seeing her face from the noise that she made, that she didn't like the dish.
My face is exactly how this dish tastes. Wrong. The cinnamon biscuit itself, hey, that's a nice biscuit, but I'd rather it with my cup of tea than with my main.
I like the idea of the vanilla mayonnaise, but it kind of tastes like creme anglaise. It's too sweet.
When you put the cinnamon with the vanilla mayonnaise, it tastes pretty awesome, but it does taste like a dessert. And I don't like peas. That's all I've got.
I didn't really like it much at all. It's not my cup of tea.
The dish is a fail. Massive fail.
Second fail, tick. Let's hope for 3 from 3.
I opened the freezer to check on the parfait. That's set. It's firm. It's just how I wanted it. We're just wondering if we can pull this dessert off.
Let's hope we can beat Chloe and Kelly. They had one good dish and 2 not so good dishes, so if this is a good dish, look, maybe.
We really need to beat Chloe and Kelly at this stage. Now, the bacon. What are your thoughts on it?
Maple syrup and bacon is not a strange combination, but bacon and banana is a strange combination. Going on previous critique, I don't think we should. Just stick to the parfait.
The only thing is it's white on white. We've got nothing for colour. We really don't know what to do. Do we just scrap the bacon altogether and just serve the parfait? It's a competition. Do we want to take a risk?
Just stick to the parfait.
The only thing is we've got nothing for colour. The parfait is pretty much white. The plate is white. It's just white.
I think if we can at least say we tried it with some bacon and it doesn't work, then we've given it a shot.
We are hoping that the saltiness of the bacon will cut through the sweetness of the parfait.
If we didn't try it and we serve it and they say, could have done with some bacon, you know, then we'll always think about going, why didn't we do it? So we decide to at least try the bacon and see how it goes.
Tonight for dessert, we're having a banana parfait with bacon. What?
Really?
I've heard that maple syrup and bacon go quite well, and people do have it in Canada. They also have, you know, deep-fried Mars bars in the UK, and I don't want to eat those either.
I hope for their sake that this is really successful.
I'm looking forward to it because I know these guys, they're going to do something funky with it. I know they will.
I make a mango parfait, which I really enjoy and I love it.
Do you put bacon with it?
No, I don't.
After all these really different flavours, I just wanted a simple banana parfait.
Yeah, the bacon's crispy.
It's crispy.
The bacon's ready, it's cooked, so we pull it out of the oven. Let's have a taste. Break a little piece off and we test it with a piece of the parfait. I like the bacon.
You do?
What do you think?
I don't mind the saltiness of it,
Smaller piece.
but I just think you keep it really minimal.
Let's just put a tiny piece on then.
Yep. We just decide to put a little bit on. So it's not too much, but we haven't removed it altogether.
But people are going to say, what's this?
Look, it adds a bit of colour. We are going to take a risk, but it's a calculated risk. We think that it might pay off.
Oh, this is definitely not what I imagined, but let's just get it out. It's going to melt. Absolutely everything is riding on this dessert. It's pretty much do or die, in a sense.
Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
First look, it looks bland.
Thank you.
Let's hope for fail number 3.
As the judges are eating the parfait, I do hear a bit of a crunch.
Josh and Danielle for dessert. Banana parfait with maple syrup bacon. Bacon for dessert.
It's a strange one.
If you're going to get that on anyone's menu, it's going to be ours.
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's memorable. The bacon worked because it was too sweet. That actually helps balance it out.
Yeah.
I wanted more bacon. I would have loved the bacon to be thinner, crispier, and then crunched on top of it.
Yeah.
But I felt that your parfait was too solid. I think if you had pureed the bananas, it would have been a light, fluffy parfait. If you stay in the competition, I'm sure I'll see better than what I've seen today.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I've got no doubt.
Thank you.
It's not our day today, was
Just
it?
we've had a bad day.
I feel numb. I feel horrible at this stage.
We've had so many flavour combinations that I kind of feel a bit ill. I'm not enjoying this dish.
First bite,
boom, Bananarama. Tastes great. Then each time you had more, it got sweeter and sweeter. There wasn't enough bacon.
I ate my bacon. I was hungry. The bacon tastes good, but not with the banana parfait.
The flavours went really well, but just a little bit too much, a little bit too sweet.
No, I really liked it. I really liked it. It's my second favourite dish of the night because gyozas was the first.
Will this course save their bacon?
The 5 guest teams will now critique their meal and score it out of 10.
For the entree, we had their oxtail and mushroom gyoza. I loved that dish. The oxtail was super, super moist and I loved the mushroom and I really liked the apple sphere with it. The apple sphere? It kind of just on the plate, didn't it?
Yeah, mine went.
Yeah, yours was all over the plate.
Just the oxtail and the mushroom would have been fine with me.
It was really heavy for me. I didn't really enjoy it that much. For the main, we had the sous vide salmon with the cinnamon biscuit and the vanilla mayo. The whole dish just lacked flavour.
And the cinnamon biscuit, that didn't work at all.
It didn't go on the plate at all.
The mayonnaise with the salmon for me was too rich. Similar to the entree, it was just lacking in all areas.
For the dessert, we had banana parfait with maple syrup bacon. And I actually really liked the bacon with the banana, which I was really surprised about.
The bacon worked with the parfait.
More of a garnish than it was actually added any substance to the dish.
I had a really good time tonight. We're going to score these guys a 7.
The oxtail and mushroom gyoza was my favourite dish of the night.
Yeah.
We vote 5. We had really high hopes for the menu. They tried so many techniques, but none of them came through on the plate. It wasn't an enjoyable night.
Tonight, we're going to give them a 4.
I love the theme, but I don't know that their flavour combinations worked.
For tonight's instant restaurant, we're going to give it a 4 out of 10. I haven't enjoyed myself at all. I actually feel sick.
We give Josh and Danielle a 3 out of 10.
I think they really overpromised and underdelivered here.
Yeah.
Let's go and hear the scores.
Let's go. Fingers crossed. I'm dreading the scoring, but I'm hoping that we beat Chloe and Kelly at this stage.
Gatecrashers Josh and Danielle turned their home into a laboratory.
This is a painting of a fire, so when they lick it, it'll be hot.
Whoa, my tongue is on fire!
And had their audience spellbound.
So cool.
But when their flavours went under the microscope,
What you put on the plate here doesn't work together. It's a bit of a train wreck.
the results were far from positive.
Salmon and cinnamon.
I wanted more bacon.
Now they're praying they can beat Chloe and Kelly's score of 68 and avoid elimination.
Josh and Danielle, thank you for your hospitality this evening, for a little bit of alchemy. The guest teams have given you a combined score of 23 out of 50.
It's quite low. It's around the 4 mark for each couple.
And now it's our turn. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10. For entree, oxtail and mushroom gyoza and apple sphere. Foundations of good cooking is putting ingredients on a plate that work together. Unfortunately, the flavour combination didn't go well together.
I did appreciate all the work you've done on this dish. I appreciate the sphere. Did it belong on the plate? Probably not. This dish was halfway there for me. The score I'm giving you for your entree tonight is a 5.
Your entree was my least favourite of the evening. The score I'm giving you for your entree this evening is a 3.
For main course, sous vide salmon with radish and pea salads, cinnamon biscuits, and vanilla mayonnaise. The vanilla could have worked, but the fattiness of the salmon with the fattiness of the mayonnaise I thought was an overkill. And the cinnamon biscuit didn't work either for me.
Loved your salmon. That was the best part of the meal for me this evening, just how perfect that was. But there was also so much that didn't work with your dish. It's a really strange one to judge for me. The score I'm giving you for your main course this evening is a 5.
I'm a bit shocked about the 5. He said the salmon was cooked perfectly. I would have thought because of that it was at least above halfway, but obviously not.
The score I'm giving you for your main course tonight is a 5.
I think for the main, the judges were being generous. 5? I would have given that a 2.
Josh and Danielle, for dessert, banana parfait with maple syrup bacon. The bacon worked because the parfait was too sweet. I could only eat half of it.
The parfait technically wasn't perfect, and that's what parfait means in French. I felt that your parfait was too solid. The score I'm giving you for your dessert tonight is a 5.
A 5 from Anu doesn't surprise me at this stage. Everything seemed to be halfway there. We've pretty much gotten 5s through everything.
Josh and Danielle, the score I'm giving you for your dessert this evening is a 5. So Josh and Danielle, that gives you a grand total score of 51.
It's exhausting to know how much we've given up to be here, and then to get a score like 51 is extremely deflating.
Definitely learned something from this. Hopefully, by some chance, we get the opportunity to keep going.
We're gonna go have a little boogie.
Yeah, I think it's boogie time.
With a score of 51, Josh and Danielle are now on the bottom of the leaderboard. Just 3 teams are left to cook, and at the end of the round, 1 team will be eliminated.
Harry and Christo are next. How are you guys feeling?
Excited, I guess, really, to get back into the kitchen and, you know, really show you what Christo and I can do.
Bring it on.
If we work together as a team, I really think we can beat 51 and probably do better.
Can't wait. See you soon.
Their last instant restaurant was atrocious. They served up some inedible dishes.
Mate, we're up.
We're going to do it. We've got to do it.
All of Australia's eyes turn to Melbourne, because Sunday, our big boys are cooking for their lives.
We've got a second chance now.
I'd be really stoked, Christo, if we get to the top of the leaderboard.
Boom! Power goes out. House virus, we're back here again.
This is a disaster.
Panic has just set in.
If having Christo fail, I'm going to be happy. This is disgusting. I can't eat it. Boring. There's no doubt the pheasant was overcooked. No doubt about it.
Is there one thing that can save them?
Oh my God.
We're here to cook, not cry.
You're very brave.
Then, for the captain, this is the night of nights.
I'll stop at 2 seconds.
All right, excellent.
We are so far ahead of schedule. We've got plenty of time. Just think through this. Iron my trousers.
God, I have to everything.
Right then, I'll have to check on the trousers. Hey darling, how's the trousers coming along?
David's talked the talk.
This is disgusting. I don't think it's a competition dish. It was overcooked.
But he's walking the plank.
I've never seen a soup that is this thick in my life. You know what I mean?
There's nothing to be positive about this dish.
Will this be the end for the captain? The most unmissable night of My Kitchen Rules, Sunday.